If you're filing sleep apnea secondary to mental health but getting denied for no connection to TERA, this is something you need to understand. I've personally seen several denials recently for this exact issue. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. When you file the VA Form 21526 EZ, there's a question that asks if you were exposed to toxic substances, burn pits, chemicals, all of it. A lot of vets check yes, thinking it helps their claim overall. But here's the problem. When you check that box, the VA may automatically consider your claim under TERA, Toxic Exposure Risk Activity Framework. That changes everything. Now, instead of evaluating your sleep apnea as secondary to your mental health condition, like PTSD, anxiety, or depression, they shift the focus. Now they're asking, is your sleep apnea caused by toxic exposure? And here's the issue. Sleep apnea is rarely granted directly due to toxic exposure. So now your claim is being evaluated under the wrong theory. Even if you had a strong secondary connection like weight gain from medications, disrupted sleep, or supporting medical literature, the VA may not fully analyze it that way. Result? Denial for no connection to toxic exposure. Not because you don't have a connection, but because the VA looked at the wrong one. This is why controlling the narrative of your claim is critical. You need to be very clear about what you're claiming and why. If you're going secondary to mental health, your evidence, statements, and medical opinions all need to support that path. Bottom line, checking that toxic exposure box can reroute your claim into a weaker lane if you're not careful. If this helped you understand what's going on with your claim, hit follow, subscribe to the channel, and drop your questions in the comments. I go through these every day, and I'll help point you in the right direction.
I am not an accredited VA claims agent, attorney, or medical provider. This content is for general educational purposes only and should not be considered legal, medical, or claims advice. Viewing this content does not create any client relationship. I am not an accredited VA claims agent, attorney, or medical provider. This content is for general educational purposes only and should not be considered legal, medical, or claims advice. Viewing this content does not create any client relationship.